Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, let's dive into the next example of the same topic. The topic is conversion of NFA to DFA, which means you have given the transition diagram of NFA, you have to convert it to the transition diagram of DFA. Okay, I hope you understand the difference between NFA and DFA, and if not, please go through the previous videos and come back. So here the problem is Q0 on A and B, one transition, it will be there in Q0 only, and Q0 on A there will be another transition, so it will be moving to Q1, and Q1 on B it will be moving to Q2. Okay, so here the thing is how it is different from DFA. Here there are two transition for same input symbol, and here we have no transition for A, and here we have no transition for A and B for Q2 state. So this is the difference between NFA and DFA. If it is DFA, there should be only one transition for one state and one input symbol, right? So now we have to write the transition table for NFA. This is the first step to convert NFA to DFA. Okay, so let's write the transition table. So to write the transition table for NFA, what we have to do? Same like what we are doing for DFA, that is Q0 and Q2. Here at first you can write what are all the alphabets here. I am writing it here. Alphabets are A and B, and what are all the states? States are Q0, Q1, Q2, right? So here Q0 is a starting state because it is represented with arrow, and Q2 is a final state because it is represented with double circle. So in the transition table we have to represent starting state with arrow and final state with this star symbol. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to check Q0 on A, what are all the transition. Okay, so take the flower bracket and write Q0 on A. One transition is it will remain in Q0 only, and Q0 on A it will be moving to Q1 is the another transition. Now Q0 on B. Q0 on B it will be there in Q0 state only one transition. Now Q1 on A, is there any transition on A from Q1? No, right? So we have to represent it with empty set. And Q1 on B, it is moving to Q2. Done. Is there any transition from Q2? No, right? So we have to represent it with empty set for both A and B. Okay. Okay, first step is done, that is writing the transition table for NFA. So what is the second step? Second step is writing the transition table for DFA, right? So to write the transition table for DFA, what we have to take? We have to take this one as it is, which means here input symbol will be same, right? Input symbol will be same, and this one will also be same, that is Q0, Q0, Q1 and Q0, right? This one as it is. Then what we have to do is we have to name it with some symbols. So Q0 will be named as A, and Q0, Q1 is named as B, Q0 which is already named, so name it again as A only. Okay, done. Now for A, transition table is done. Now I have to take it for Q0, Q1, okay, which is B, right? So Q0, Q1 on A. So Q0 on A, Q0 on A, Q0, Q1. Then what you have to do is you have to check for Q1 on A. Q1 on A, it is not moving to any state, so empty set. So no need to represent empty set, just close the flower bracket. Done. Now Q0 on B. Q0 on B, it will stay in Q0 state only. And then check for Q1 on B. Q1 on B, it will be moving to Q2 state, right? So Q2 state. Now name it. Q0, Q1, name it as B, and Q0, Q2, is it already named? No. So name it with new thing, that is C. Now I have completed writing the transition table for A and B. Now it's time to write the transition table for C. So C is Q0, Q2. Okay. Now same thing. Q0 on A, Q0, Q1, Q0, Q1. Is there any transition from Q2 on A? No, it is empty set. So just close the flower bracket. Now Q0, Q2 on B. So Q0 on B, it will be staying in Q0 only, and Q2 on B, no transition. So close the flower bracket. Now name it. Q0, Q1 is already named as B, right? So B, and Q0 is already named as A. So for every symbol or every state we wrote the transition table, right? For A is also done, B done, C done. Now what is the next step? Next step is to write the transition diagram for DFA by looking at this. Okay, now to write the transition diagram for DFA, the main thing what we have to do is, we have to make this one as a main thing, that is A, B, C. We have to take these as states, okay. Instead of Q0, Q1, Q2, we are making the states as A, B, C, okay. Alphabets will be same, A and B, only the states are changing now. So at first, okay, one more thing, here Q0 will be the starting state. Which one is the final state? We have to check which all the transitions have Q2. Only third transition has Q2, right? So this one only will be the final state. If this one also has Q2, then this one will also become final state. Whichever transition which has Q2, we have to consider that as final state. Okay. So now what are all these states? A, B and C, right? So which is the starting state? A is the starting state, so I am representing it with arrow, and C is the final state, so I am representing it with double circle. Now A, on input symbol A, it is moving to B, right? A on input symbol A, it is moving to B, and then A on input symbol B, it will be staying in A only. A on input symbol B, it will be staying in A only, and then B on input symbol A, it will be staying in B only, right? B on input symbol A, it will be staying in B, and B on input symbol B, B on input symbol B, it is moving to C. Done. Now C on input symbol A, it is moving to B. C on input symbol A, it is moving back to B, and C on input symbol B, it is moving back to A, right? Now transition diagram is done. So now for DFA, how to check whether this transition diagram is correct or not? For every state, this A and B should be there, right? So A on A, it is moving to B, and for input symbol B, it will stay in A only, and B on A, it will be there in B, and B on B, it will be moving to C, and C on A, it will be moving back to B, and C on B, it will be moving back to A. So this transition diagram is correct because for every state there is one transition for each input symbol. So this is how we convert NFA to DFA. Okay, this is the 3-step solution for converting NFA to DFA transition diagram. I hope this video helped you. If this video helped you, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends who are learning finite automata theory, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.